I do have to call Wack in a little bit. Wack apparently wants to get me to the bottom of the politics. He called me last night and said, you on stream, bro? I'm like, no, I'm not. So, yo, bro, when you on stream, you got to call me, man. They got Drake. Matter of fact, let's get into it now, right? So, this is what Wack is telling me, but it's also going around supposedly social media. Drake bought Tupac. Was it Tupac chain? I don't know if it was a Tupac chain. Okay. So Drake appears to show off Tupac's Death Row Records chain from 1996. Okay. He hasn't been shy about showing his appreciation for Pac, and it appears that the six guy may have purchased another jewelry, adding to the artifacts from the late Death Row rapper. He took to his Instagram. He posted a photo, which appeared to be Tupac's 1996 Death Row Records chain. It's pictured here. Okay. And it says, all eyes on you. It says 1996. And it says the Medicine Death Row label is blinged out while the back of it has inscribed all eyes on you. The post from Drake also included the cover art of the album with Tupac rocking that particular chain. Oh, wow. So this chain. All right. And they said Moneybagg Yo, Gashi, Gilly lent their stamps of approval while former Death Row artist Dash Dillinger chimed in saying, I got mines. What's new about something old? It's light. Diamonds, not heavy. Fuck Death Row. What? I don't know what that means. Okay. Now, let me see. What is it about this damn chain? And why Drake does like these artifacts. Drake Death Row chain. Let's see. Oh. Now Suge Knight is speaking on it. It says it's fake. Let's see what's going on. So apparently, there are people from the West Coast claiming Drake that bought the wrong chain. Let's play a little bit of this. I'm going to call Wack and I'm going to try to get some confirmation if Drake got the right chain or not, all right? Let me grab some water again.
Suge, what's poppin', man?
Man, as usual, every day's a blessing. Working out and getting ready, you know?
Yeah, health is wealth, man. Got to make sure your health is on point, man.
Always. Hey, some people is 2 night sleeps and then wake up and they probably gone, you know? Either natural causes or somebody probably knock them down. So we pray for them ahead of time.
Yes, indeed. So, Suge, I got to ask you, since you was the one passing out the Death Row chains back then, how you feel about Drake buying Pac Death Row chains?
Well, I'm quite sure it's not true. But the only person to ask, you know, when I came up with the idea to make the Death Row chains, one, had never been done before. 2, it was like wearing it was like having your flag, your rag. You can't tuck it. It means something. So only person I got Death Row chains, and I'm the only one handing them out. I gave one to Snoop at first, and Snoop felt that Death Row chain is going to cause too much controversy. He said he ain't trying to be squabbling up or running. So I made him a dog paw chain. And if you notice on that picture we all had on black, you'll see Snoop wearing the dog paw. Andre had a Death Row chain. Buntry had a Death Row chain. Heron, Hen Dog, Neckbone, Trey. You know, I can go on. There was a few of the homies. None of the bitches on Death Row had Death Row chains. The Dog Pound didn't even have Death Row chains. I made them dog paws for them. When Pac came home, I went to go visit Pac. And when I got Pac out, he came home, and we was going somewhere at the time. He said, oh, I can tell all your niggas, they all got those Death Row chains. I'm like, shit, I'm going to make you one. He was like, shit, you my big bro. Let me wear yours. That's more important. I don't want a first one. I want to wear the one you got. So my Death Row chain at the time was full of diamonds, on the chain and full of diamonds on the bezel. Pac came home and got that chain. Not after Christmas, not after New Year's. He already had it. And 1,000%, I heard a few people say that it was something wrote on there. One shit wrote on that chain, or the charm. Definitely not the chain, but the charm. On the back, it wasn't nothing. And it was one of the best jewelers in California. This guy always come with great diamonds, the best of the gold, the best of all the shit. Now, if Drake bought that chain, Drake should go back and keep their drawers up their ass. But I don't go hard about it because it ain't Drake's fault. And I believe Drake really admired Tupac and liked Tupac. I know on one of his songs, he was talking about, so they say he was talking about how he was listening to some songs that Dad had some pop verses that he was supposed to have. And, we ended up getting it back. It was a sad day for Dad. Got touched up a little bit. But that's the past. But more importantly, I feel that it's sort of weird that everybody want to rewrite history. Said they had a death row chain. Nobody had a bitch ain't never had a death row chain or a row chain. Never in life. But if Drake really trying to do something on a Tupac, he should get at a motherfucker who really fuck with Tupac all the time, still today. Stop fucking with those weirdos who was jealous and hating on Tupac. It had something to do with his downfall. You is gonna fuck with him, Drake.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Make sure you hang with him in the privacy of your own home. Yeah, that's about it. When it's all said and done, that's not a Tupac chain. That's not a death row chain. But back to Drake. Whoever sold you that chain, Drake, you need to go beat his motherfucking ass. He played you.
All right. So,
matter of fact, on the low, shoot that fool name and number. Address if you got it.
Wait, is he about to make like a threat behind bars? Okay. So let's figure out where did Drake even get that chain from?
He played you.
Let's see, where did Drake get this? Did he ever tag anyone? Okay, he tagged this guy. Beta Alexandra. And he says history and a foundation. Drake has purchased this thing. Who is this guy, though? He looks like a collector. He sold John Lennon's glasses for $52,000. He's a king of collectibles. Now, here's my thing about even people from back in the day who were around Pac saying it's not the real item. I'm pretty sure some of these things are modernized. Right? I think some of these things are modernized. I don't expect these things to look exactly how they looked in 96. Let me see I'll just Google this guy. He says, I sell history. He has a website, WeSellHistory.com. Let's go. Is it like Amazon? Maybe we could buy some shit. Oh. Our selection of pop culture. Keith. Oh, this is it right here. Is this it? That Drake bought? I guess so. How much was this selling for? You got to take it off the site now. It's already sold. How much was he selling it for? Oh, there's a password. What the fuck? Michael Jackson stage-worn shoes and socks. Michael Jackson glove, his signed Thriller album, Elvis Presley's mic, his worn Rolex. Are some of these things they're just like poaching out of people's houses when they die, or what? Al Pacino screen used Scarface M203 grenade launcher. What the fuck? Do they have a price on these things or not? Oh, he doesn't put prices, huh? Okay, let's see if we can figure out a little bit more about this. I guess he locked this, right? Yeah, it's locked. Does he have anything else from Tupac? Marilyn Monroe. We got some from Prince. Mick Jagger. Let's see. World leaders. John F. Kennedy stuff. Barack Obama's Barack Obama's dad's passport? What the hell? Is that legal? You can sell somebody's passport? Yeah, that's crazy. Napoleon's pocket watch? No fucking way. The German surrender agreement? No way. He has the only copy. What? Let's look at gallery. Pele, his game worn. Okay, all right. It's a lot of shit on here. Let me call the Wackster and figure out what the hell is going on.
Yo.
Wack!
What up?
I'm on stream, man. I'm breaking down this topic, but I'm genuinely confused. I'm getting all type of stories.
What?
They're saying so. Drake bought Tupac's chain.
Yeah, it's fake. The chain is fake. I can tell y'all it's fake. For one, all you gotta do is look at the belt. Bro, listen to me. Like, I ain't got nothing against Drake, but I'm gonna tell you, nigga, look at the bell on. See, Reggie and this other nigga went and had a bunch of other ones made that Suge didn't have nothing to do with. That's how we know. Like, if you ever listen to Suge, he'll tell you he the only motherfucker handle passing them things out. Well, Reggie and this other nigga went and made some whole another batch of them. I'll call Reggie right now. If you look at the bell of it, right? Here, I'm going to send it to you, right? Hold on. If you look at the bell is loose. It's not tight fitting. Right here you go. Watch. There's certain things you can look at. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you. Here's Tupac wearing his real chain. Right? So when you see this, you're going to know what I'm talking about. I'm going to send it to both of your phones. Okay, that's Pac wearing his real chains right there, right? Now, I'm going to send you what I mean by the bell. I'm going to send you, okay, here's Pac's real chain in another nigga's hand right here. Okay. Up close. Okay, that's Pac's real chain. I just sent you in somebody else's hand. Now, I'm going to show you both of them side by side. Even the car he brought, that ain't Pac car. We know the nigga that got the car. Still, like, I don't know why they fucking with Drake like that. I mean, he's a Pac fan. They shouldn't even be playing with him like that. Like, we can take
so I looked up the guy that he bought it from, right? The guy looks like he's kind of legit. He sells a lot of collector items.
Cap, we know the nigga that got the car. We know what actual rims that crack rims that was on the car because they had to change. I can send you pictures of the car right now, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna send to you. Now, all you gotta do is run the VIN number. The VIN number gonna give you the history. If the history don't come back to where it's supposed to come back to, that's not the car. Fuck, what are you talking about? Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna send you the real car. Here you go. Nigga, it's still there. You can go buy it right now, bro. On my mama. So now you look at, let's start with the chain. I'm going to send you a picture of the owner of the car, bro. Right now, watch. Hold on, where do that? The owner nigga. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm looking at it. The bell look blinged out on one of them, but
No,
the other,
no. Hold on. I want you to know what you're looking at.
yeah,
Okay, the one in the hand,
yeah,
that's Pac's real chain,
yeah.
right? Now look at the bell. Look at the circle, the hoop that the bell is in. You see how much space is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, look at what I sent you, the side-by-side one, right? Right? Look at the side-by-side one.
Okay.
Look at the bell space on the left and the bell space on the right. It's too tight on the left. Then when you look at the thickness of the chair, that shit on the fake one is thinner than what the real thickness is on the real one. Like Suge even tell you. They know where the chain at.
Yeah. Suge actually just dropped a episode just now.
See, I didn't even know that. But Suge is the only nigga that passed him out. Now watch this. Remember I told you this. Reggie and another nigga, but it has some more duplicates made up. Watch. I'm gonna call the nigga Reg right now. Watch. This is some breaking shit. I ain't supposed to be telling you this, but fuck it. Hold on.
So you're saying Drake got bamboozled?
Okay. I don't want you to get mad at me because I don't know if you didn't let this go. Now, we all know the original Death Row chains, Suge would handle them personally. But it's another, you and another nigga did another little batch of them. I forget dude's name. Reggie? Reg, you there? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry. Okay, we all know Suge would pass out the original Death Row medallions and shit personally. But you and somebody else, I believe, I forget that nigga name, y'all made another batch.
I made it with, I made a batch with this jewelry named Mike. You know, the ones that say The Row and the ones that say Death Row. But they were white metal. That was like in 2000.
And the bell is tighter than the original. The hoop on that bell, on the original ones, it's some space there. That shit y'all and the other nigga did, it was a little tighter. That's how we could tell.
The bells is definitely. I won't get my partner John on the phone because he knows this more. I'll merge him in right quick. So I was just
merge John. With my white boy John, he really knows.
Yeah, John, the guy that runs the phone first. Is this Akademiks on the phone with us?
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, shout out.
You know, Act my brother, so I give him the.
Let me say respect to you, Akademiks. I never met you or talked to you. Watch your show a lot.
Appreciate you.
All that you do, brother.
Appreciate
respect
you.
all you do.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Hey, John, we on the phone with I got you on the phone with Wack100 and his partner Akademiks. Okay. I don't know if they tape it or not.
Okay. No, we live.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay, live.
John, hold on, John. Listen, I don't want you to hold nothing back. Act my brother. He does a lot for me. I do a lot for him. Reg already know what time it is. But from my recollection, Suge on the original Death Row medallions, he handled passing those out personally. But I remember Reggie and somebody else had another batch made, and we can always tell the difference. What was the difference? In that batch?
Well, to be fair, on the original Death Row chains, Suge gave them out initially. But when he went away, Reggie did get some of the original ones out in 97 and 98 to people that were
like the
at Death Row, like the Realist or Top Dog or Swoop G, for example. But those were the ones where, if you look at them in music videos or in photos, they're ones where they were yellow gold, but just the man in the chair was in diamonds, not the letters, just the man. And those were the ones that the original had. Yes, those are original ones because Buntry had those, Trayvon had those, Neckbone had those. But then later, and I think it was around like the end of 99 or in 2000, Reggie got them made because that was when white gold was like the big shit. You know, like everybody wanted white gold. So he got some white gold ones made.
Well, Reg, I'm going to put you on the spot because one of my little partners, that's your partners, that used to live in the townhome over there, our rapper guy, right, that we love so much, he used to tell me what my homie from my set had wasn't like his. So did Pooh Rider have one of the other ones you made?
No. See, we didn't start making them until No, I never made any gold ones. I only made white metal because I got to remember the platinums and the white metals was in the late '90s. That's when everybody had no platinum watches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we were going to the white. We did white gold, but everybody was calling it platinum. But that shit was really white gold.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
after
15 karat white gold.
Tupac was killed already.
Oh, yeah.
Tupac
Yeah.
was gone. Yeah.
Okay,
Sugar's
so
the only
here go
one
the
that
question.
Go ahead. Sugar's the
Where
only one
did
that made some
Tupac
gold ones.
medallion go? Who took?
Okay. The rumor is Fatal from the Outlaws. And they all got a story that when Tupac came to New York, he was there giving his jewelry away. Y'all can hear that on our
His older
last
jewelry.
channel.
Yep.
Where they were all just passing out the gold, and so Fatal ended up getting the Death Row chain because then Tupac was into the euthanasia, where everybody said euthanasia chain, but it's actually called Machiavelli. It was on
Machiavelli chain.
Machiavelli chain, and so that's what a lot of people get confused. Well, I really think they were doing a graph for jury, after Tupac had passed, and that even the mother had ended up getting on. Not his mother. I'm talking about the adopted mother. Yasmin. That's the ring that she got that she just sold for $1 million. So all we just saying is the chain that Drake unfortunately purchased. No fault to Drake. It wasn't the Drake fault.
Definitely wasn't
This
his
is
fault.
not a chain that Tupac has ever worn.
Really?
And no chains was made until about the 2000s.
And I can send you a picture of Tupac's Academics if you want to see it. Where when you see this photo, oh, you did. Okay, when you see that photo, and you put it
I
next
sent
to
him
the
the
one.
picture.
Yep.
Pac on, and I sent him the picture of his
Okay.
original chain in the hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And one dead giveaway, Academics, that you can always tell is on Tupac's.
Yeah.
The belt, the man sitting in the chair, the belt that the guy is wearing. On Tupac's, he always has 5 diamonds. And if you look at the photo that I sent Wack, that Wack sent you, you'll see it has 5 diamonds. You look at the one that Drake bought, it has 4 diamonds.
Oh,
And
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, Reggie, but Suge never engraved anything on the back of
He
those,
never
correct?
made anything. I started that. I did that with the ones on the roll ones.
Yep.
And then I started doing a number because people were starting to find them.
Yes.
And we wanted to know who
The
was finding
cereal.
them. So I put serial numbers on the back. But those were all white gold and
Yeah,
white
no yellow
chain.
golds. Yeah.
One more thing I like to say. Suge over there on Art right now, he just did an interview. He's kind of telling a few lies and that y'all can all verify. Of course, he want to try to say like Daz in that one. Y'all done seen Daz.
Yeah,
Daz
we
still
ain't
got
tripping.
this
We ain't tripping.
Okay.
Those other people. The elephant in the room is Pac. We ain't got to get.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to say how Suge, we got to watch what he says. We can't take everything for granted what he says because I don't know if he's just purposely lying.
One thing we
or
do
if
know,
he-
Suge know what the chain, what the medallion look like, because it's his shit. He know that. Like,
Correct.
Yeah.
Can't take it.
But to Reggie's point, this isn't like Drake, went and bought something false. Like he didn't know. Like most people, if you haven't had one of these, it's hard to look at a photo and tell the difference until I point it out to you guys. Like the number of diamonds in the belt and things like the loop on the bail and all that stuff. Like the average person's not going to see that. So it's nothing on Drake that he did anything wrong. It's just, and I even believe I saw the website where the guy who sold it to him had it listed, and he has legitimate stuff up there. So I don't even think that guy knows that it wasn't Tupac's one. I think whoever got it to him is the one who played him and maybe re-engraved it or whatever they did. But I say all that to say it's not a diss on Drake, like, oh, he took a L. It's nothing like that. It's more along the lines of, unless you know this shit and study this shit, it's hard to tell what's what.
Oh,
One thing
and by the way, I
I
just
know-
realized what you guys are saying is true. There, on the one that is original, it is 5 diamonds in the middle, and the other one is 4.
And if you look at
Bro,
the
this is what
poster
I'm trying to
image-
tell you. Like, act. Here go the thing, bro. And this real shit. I'm gonna beat my chest, right? Listen, I know a lot, and the whole lot I don't know. But the whole lot I don't know, my friends know because they was right here. Now, John right here, act. I'm gonna be real. Outside of Reggie, and you heard what Reggie just said. When it comes to Death Row history, he is the fly on the fucking wall. He is the trusted one. He knows all kind of shit. He just kicks back and doesn't say much, and he assists Reggie as his partner and bomb first. He's the one you hear always asking Reggie questions. But when it comes to Death Row, all the uniqueness, all the intricate shit, he was right there in the building.
Yeah,
So I'm bringing you
who do you think
authentic shit.
Hey, who do you think would have certified the fake one then? Who would that guy trust?
That's what I don't
Whoever
know.
was getting the cut of the bag.
Yeah, but it would have to be someone close enough that he felt like this person was valid.
Now we even got audio from the auction place that sold a chain before that was listed for $100,000, where we called up there, and we know that Suge was in on that for a bag. Where the lady said, "Oh, Mr. Knight authenticated this," and we were like, "Okay."
And those were, Reggie, remember those were sold too as Tupac and Snoop's, and they weren't
sold. Yeah,
yeah.
They were even sold already.
And we called up there and said, "How do you guys know that they're Tupac and Snoop's?" And they said, "Oh, Suge Knight called us from prison." And I said, "Did he provide a letter for you guys of like authenticity?" And they were like, "He's supposed to, but we haven't gotten anything yet." And I was like, "Oh, he got a cut of that money."
Bro,
And I
I'm
heard he
telling
got
you,
20% of that
listen,
deal.
watch this. Watch this, Act. Watch this. Hey, Reg.
Hey.
They also sold Tupac's car, too. The one
I think
got
Drake
guilty.
came out. I think Drake came out and admitted that he was either trolling or he admitted that wasn't the car. But
That
I
ain't
said
the
you
car.
what?
You know where it's at.
Yeah, I sent you pictures. I
We
can
know
send you
where the
pictures.
car at, Act.
Y'all can go and buy it right now. But I think, in fairness to Drake, I think he did finally admit that he was trolling or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm looking up the article. So I'm wondering how much Drake probably paid for that pen, and I hope they didn't get it for a couple $100,000.
That's what
That'd be criminal.
I can only imagine. But I mean, call me crazy, guys, but I think the engraving even looks new in that photo.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the 14K stamp, you can tell it's kind of dingy, kind of old and faded. But that All Eyes on You 1996, number one, he got that pen in 1995. So that engraving doesn't even make sense, because at the time that he got the pen, he wasn't even going to call the album All Eyes on Me. He was going to call it Euthanasia. And then Suge told him, you know what, you need to call it All Eyes on You or whatever, or All Eyes on Me. And that's when they did that. But the engraving to me looks newer. I don't know. So
yeah, I'm looking at it now. It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely does.
It does, right?
It does.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're not here trying to embarrass or do anything to Drake.
No.
My partner is actually a bigger Drake fan than you, Akademiks. He don't like to say it publicly, but I call him a Drake fanboy daily.
He does.
And so, trust me, we're not here. We're just trying to, keep a ball and strike a strike.
Hey, how do we
I'm not
get?
like a Kendrick fan trying to bring him down? You know.
How do we get Drake to the right contact? Like, if he says, you know what, man, they might have duped me, whatever. I'm hoping he gets his money back. How do we get him to get the authentic chill? Is that still around? Can he buy that?
Let me answer that, Reggie. Okay. They can provide Drake with the direct contact for the vehicle. But I strongly suggest any nigga talking about the chain, just stay away from it, because you're not going to know. Unless you're looking at it and it has those details. But even then, you won't know if that was Pac's.
Yeah,
correct.
Only way you can probably trace that is find out the show that Fatal, wherever Fatal might have pawned it, or somebody in Fatal family. But trust me, Fatal's the last person that had that. Yeah.
Yeah. And the rumor I always heard, and this is just a rumor, is that he pawned it and it got melted down. That was the rumor. But I don't know if that's true.
Now the car, I just sent you a picture. That's the owner of the car. It's in immaculate condition. But I'm gonna be real with you, Act, and I'm gonna catch some slack. Hopefully I don't. I think the car, beautified as it is, ain't worth shit. I think it was worth something like the Bonnie and Clyde car is in Vegas. If the car would have still been shot up like that, I think that was the value in the car. It ain't worth nothing put together.
And the only reason
wait, that's the original car that Pac passed away?
Correct.
Yeah, what I just sent you is the original car. We know the guy that owns it, the shop that owns it, It's been sitting there.
I helped them open the stash boxes while they reached out to me, and that's why they gave me all these pictures and stuff, because I showed them how where the stash box was at.
Wait. So there's stash boxes in the car.
Yeah, that's how Reggie knows it's the original car, because Reggie had to go open the stash boxes in the car.
Yeah.
And how would you activate the stash boxes, Reggie, back in the day?
We ain't gonna talk about all that now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so, you know, at the end of the day, there you go. We got all the pictures of the car. It's an immaculate condition now.
And once again, Bomb First and John or Reggie don't have no dog in this pony. We just trying to bring the facts. We are not here because we love the fact that Drake is a fan of Tupac.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
The way he is, he's a huge fan. So we get why he's doing what he's doing. We just try to tell him. I did a whole episode telling him that Drake, when I had my death row, I wore my death row chain and said, "Dog, this is what you want." I did that about a year ago when he bought the. What did he buy, John? I
think he either bought the ring or he bought the contract.
When he bought the ring, I think.
Yeah.
Is that ring real? The ring is real.
Yes, the ring is real.
Real.
Ring is 1,000% real.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the contract he bought is real too, because he bought the letter, Wack and Reggie, where Tupac signed over his management and lawyer to Suge and David Kinner.
That's real. Yes.
Yeah, that's real.
Akademiks.
Yeah.
I'm sending you photos of the car so you can show your people, because I know your chat be watching. I also just sent you the link to Bomb First. I would really appreciate it if you show my brother some love. They got a channel over there. They got some great content. If you can post that for your chat, you know, it is what it is. One of the top chats on these YouTube channels, so we can maybe, you know, get them some more subscribers. But I'm gonna send you pictures of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Which all these things came from Reggie and John. So, you know, and I sent you a link that sends people directly to their YouTube channel to subscribe. But, you know, this is the real car. It's still available. Hey, Reggie knows where is that directly.
Hey, is there any more, like, Pac memorabilia that you guys could say, hey, no, this is legit and it's out there and no one has bought? Because it feels like from time to time, it looks like Drake is going to try to, you know, buy something. It looks like the guy who he went through for this pendant, he's a collectible type of guy, but again, he might not everything he has might be, again, you might have a death row chain, but not the one that Tupac wore, or you might have a replica, because you know you have to know the people who were actually there, who made it, who passed them out. Is there anything that you guys could verify that is still around from Pac that he wore wore had?
Yeah, my partner John, to be honest, and I'm in contact with the state daily. This young lady named Molly, I talk to her all the time. But John is a historian. I mean, he has unseen footage that they always, anything Tupac related, because he's in a little pool with all these different collectors, and they just research all this stuff. Mm-hmm. I, unfortunately, is not. I'm about to be disrespectful to my partner, but I'm not a geek like that. But it's a little crew now. Yeah. And John, they know all of this stuff. And if you have any questions, I would at least say reach out to Wack. Wack can get to John at any time, and John can generally answer the question anything concerning about music, unheard music, or all that stuff.
Yeah. I just sent you a picture of the actual car with the bullet hole still in it before dude fixed it. The owner, the guy that has it.
Yeah.
So you got some good shit there.
Yeah, and some of Tupac's people do have stuff like the woman who sold the crown ring or whatever that Drake bought. Yeah. They have stuff. It's just we don't know what they have or what they're going to part with until it goes up for auction. You know, so if you see something for auction and he wants to hit one of us up and say, hey, do you think this is legit? We could definitely do that.
Like Dr. Dre has his up. It's been up about a year now.
Yeah.
He wants, $1 million for it?
$1 million. Yeah, Dre traded his death row pin, and then when he left the label, he traded it to a jeweler and said, just make me some new stuff or whatever. And the jeweler wants to sell it for $1 million.
Wow.
So that one's out there, and then that one's legit. So, but I don't think it's worth $10 million. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
What you said?
Like
10 million or a million?
Like he.
1 million.
Okay.
1 million. It's up on auction, but I'm sure you make a bid. But it's out there. If you Google it, it'll come up.
But it's worth it to those people where.
Yeah, that wants it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's well worth it for them. You know what I'm saying?
God forbid Dre die tragically anytime soon in a tragic way. That tended to be worth it then.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
I'm not wishing that on Dre.
Hey, I appreciate you guys giving me some insight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking, nah, it's no way. Now that you guys have, kind of
No, we heard you call us Kendrick groupies, and we was like, Kendrick groupies. I was like, what the hell?
Did I?
Yeah, he's a West Coast hater.
I'm not West Coast. I love the West Coast. I love the West Coast.
You like come visit and when you making money at No Jumper and Vlad. That's all you like about the West Coast.
No, listen, I'm gonna have to get Drake with you guys because I think he's doing it really out of respect. Though I don't know if people are thinking this is like a. I
believe that.
I believe it's strictly respect.
No, we think Drake's a fan of Pac. Like really,
we do too.
We don't think he's like doing no crazy shit. I'm like,
and even if you listen to Suge's interview he just dropped on Art the Dialogue, he even acknowledged that he really believed that Drake's a fan. And
yeah. I definitely think that there's something about that era that inspires Drake. I don't know if it's maybe a mentality that he's trying to kind of draw from, or it's just like seeing greatness. But there's something there that inspires him for real. I could tell.
And when you got hundreds of millions of dollars, shit like that don't bother you.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like what I think it is, bro. Drake, I'm gonna be real because I've been looking at that dude crazy. You've been looking at him a little crazy with some of his stuff, but he's really taking on that by any means necessary, against all odds mentality in his mission of the things he's getting done and who he's going at. Like he's doing something that has never been done on the level he's doing it on, right? So I really think he's tapped into that. I really think Pac's music probably kind of like talks to him as it did talk to me. I grew up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's some real meaning there. Not to say he's trying to be gangster. I just think he's like on this revolutionary stand-up or something and fuck the odds. And if everybody's against you, push forward. I really think the motivation is coming from that. For real, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Drake to see what he says about it. I would love to see if he's gonna say, man, I'm good off the chain, or maybe he's like, maybe he has some type of response.
If he want to take any type of legal actions, John will be the perfect person, and he'll be willing to consult on that matter. And trust me, we have pictures. We have a video ready to drop where we have pictures of Tupac every time he has that Death Row chain on. And trust me, that one that he got, you will never see it similar, because I heard people say, well, Tupac got several chains. Well,
no, he don't.
He didn't. That's not true. If you look at any time Tupac had a chain on, the only thing you'll see different is the bezel. And that's because John told me, there was something where he talked about his chain kept getting caught. They changed the bezel. If you look at the bezel,
the bail.
The bail. And it's different on the bells. The bells is different. That'd be the only thing that you'll see different on any time Tupac had a chain on versus when he had it on. The last time I saw him with that chain on would have been, I think, was it at the House of Blues performance?
Yeah, or maybe sometime late in July, right?
Yeah.
So when he was murdered, he wasn't even wearing the chain.
No, he had the Machiavelli chain on then. He had just got that big circle Machiavelli chain. John, send it to me right quick so I can send it to Wack so he can send it back.
Okay, 1 second.
This is the one that he had on that had blood on it and all that. I delivered it to his mother personally. This is the chain that everybody really wants. This is the one that's worth something to Drake. If he really wants to buy something, this is where he needs to contact the family, because I know the family still has it. Because when they were advertising the exhibit in L.A., they were advertising that it was going to be there. However, they never brought it there. But the family definitely still has that medallion because I delivered it to the mother personally.
Mike B. Somebody says, do these guys know Pac personally or they're going off pictures? No, they knew him, nigga.
Yeah, they know Pac personally.
I got younger people watching me. That's
okay. John, will you tell them all your job duties when you was over there at Death Row?
I don't like the one, but the one position, I am the guy that at the security company that
well, this Reggie Wright
on my watch. But I'm also the one that's strong on me. For those that don't like snitches and rats, I'm sorry, but I'm the one that's really been strong on me and helping the DA with the case in Vegas for Tupac. Just for the family.
Yeah. Not only that, this is the guy, when I told you, Suge wasn't the guy to open the door for me at Death Row first. Reggie Wright was running Death Row. He the one that sat down with me and told me about how publishing works and showed me the royalty statements that was coming through. This is Reggie Wright. He ran Death Row. He generated probably about, I don't know, to do like $27 million in those years that you was over at Reg.
Correct. That's why I always laugh. People say we killed Death Row from 97 to 2002. I say, shit, we generated the same amount of record sales.
Hold on, I'm going to give you his flowers. Let me give you his flowers. Without Reggie, a lot of shit wouldn't have happened. The building, Reggie had to assume that, put that in his name, act a lot of shit. Now, John here, you want to tell Akademiks all your roles at Death Row?
Yeah, I came in right when the internet was starting to go, so I set up the website, did some graphic design stuff, and then later on when Death Row sold, they sold to a Canadian company, and then I went to work for them and did some consulting on what to release and what songs were already allocated to something else or whatever the case. But really what I really did was I was a huge fan, and then I just happened to get a job there. So I, kind of fought for trying to push them to do the internet shit.
When the website came big, yeah. Nobody knew about websites and all of that stuff in 98 and 99. But, and I didn't get fired from really working for Death Row until 2018 when a guy, Wax''s friend, Chris Taylor, came through, and he didn't like me. Michael Koch guy.
Yeah, it was E1.
Hey, by the way,
send Akademiks that text I just sent you.
He got it.
Hey, can I ask you guys, because when we look back at hip hop history, there's so many historic record labels, and when you could think even Master P, No Limit. You could think about a lot of different facets. Why do you think people are so obsessed with Death Row? Death Row, once you hear the name, it's like, obviously there's Pac, we could think of Snoop and everybody else who's been associated, but why do you think that it gets people so interested now in the story, but everything associated with it?
Well, I think the drama that was surrounded around it. I made a joke earlier about tragic. I think your legacy gets bigger and stuff gets bigger when you die tragically. Think about how often you mention Big Pun's name in the last 5 years. People like that just regularly die, you don't generally talk about when you die. We talk about Elvis and Pac and stuff like that because I think of how they died and left. But on the West Coast, who was bigger? That got commercialized on radio. Eazy-E is the king of the West Coast, in my opinion. I mean, what Ice Cube did. However, they didn't get that radio play and that video exposure until Interscope and Death Row hooked up, and they've got this guy named Steph Johnson that was over radio and all of that. When they were able to get that stuff, California Love, I remember when they got 3,000 radio fans in 95, 96. That was a week. That was the biggest thing for a radio guy. Steph Johnson became vice president of Interscope Promotions and all of that after he was able to get California Love on the radio 3,000 times a week. That was unheard of back in the mid-90s. Mm-hmm. And
Death Row was the first to do a lot of things too, like the big budget videos and the medallions and having their own club in Vegas and all that stuff. Death Row was the first.
Calling yourself a record label.
Bro,
most people don't even know about what record label.
Reggie, John, y'all absolutely right, but let's not just have a cake with no icing. Death Row brought the gang bang, nigga, to the lights. You know what I'm saying? Death Row, not just in the streets. The nigga put the gang bang in the Grammys and the motherfucking BET Awards, Soul Train Awards. He brought the gang bang to that shit, right? So when you got the business side of it booming, and then you got some shit that people used to hearing about or seeing on the news, now right in front of your goddamn face, you got motherfuckers pulling up in Beverly Hills and certain situations, right? Jumping out of lowriders and crazy ass shit, and you seeing this dude 300 pounds and shit moving, bro. Of course you would. Nobody was doing that shit. Nobody doing no crazy shit like that. It was what it was. He crossed the boundary line of everything there was to cross. Can't take that from me.
Yeah, and you think of things that shouldn't get like the box. I remember I used to watch the box back in the day when you used to have to pay for videos. Chip would have Interscope play back and back and back. He would buy up the box like 1,000 times a day. Where that just played back to back to back. You'd be like, "What this song keep coming on?" Because it was a pay, it was pay for. You had to pay for it. But Chip was doing stuff like that back in the day, and I think that's what just made him cross over.
Yeah, now it's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna get up with Drake. I'm gonna see what he says. I actually hit him right now. I'll see what he got to say about all this stuff.
Well, you don't want to hear this right now. You don't want to hear this.
Yeah,
he didn't do nothing wrong.
He had 2 or 3. He had 3. They don't know what they're talking about, and I would just ask him to show me a picture of one like that. I'll show him a picture every time Tupac had one on with that same medallion that we just showed you.
Yeah. So this idea that there's multiple, it seems unlikely, right? Because some people are gonna be like, well, he had 2 or 3 of them.
Tupac wasn't on that.
Yeah, I seen someone said he had 2 to 3 of them.
See how they know that?
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that's not gonna happen. You ready for this act?
Yeah.
Because if you get your shit took, a nigga gonna know. If you got 2 or 3 and you didn't got your shit took, or a bitch didn't play you because you over in a room with her, a nigga not gonna know because you just throwing the other one. Ain't no nigga getting no 2 or 3. Should have what he had because he controlling the pieces. But nigga,
when you have one big one.
You show up, first thing a nigga gonna say is, where you train at?
And by the way,
the main reason that we know he didn't have it because he would have had the Outlaws wearing one while he had one on, He would have had them with one. You never seen Outlaws with a Death Row chain on while he had one on.
And he had a pendant before the Death Row one. He had one that had like a crown on it. And once he got his Death Row one, he would let the Outlaws wear the one that had the crown on it.
Correct.
Wow.
If y'all go look at when he performed at Club 662 with the dog pound on there. He didn't have that was in November of 95. He didn't have one of the Death Row chain, and I'm telling you, they did not get those Death Row chains until Christmas time in 95.
Hey, by the way, so a comment that was left by, I guess, the guy who's a collector. Someone says, hey, there's a rumor that Drake actually purchased a copy and that yours is not the real thing that you sold, Drake. He said this. He says, hello, the pendant is 100% authentic. Tupac had multiple of these. The exact amount is not known, but not many. Some differ slightly, but it's 100% authentic. It was owned and worn by him. This got extremely viral, and there's haters out there.
Where the fuck was he in 95, 96? Where was he in 95? No, Rez, look. Where was he, whoever this dude is, in 95, 96? Just say that.
So you always go deep. You always go deep.
Fuck all that. Where were you in 95, 96? Let's ask him that for him to say that.
Hey, Wack, if I get him to call in, will y'all be on the phone with me? Because
Well,
like,
I would do it, but I don't want to be in a pissing match with the brother.
No, we don't gotta be. There ain't gotta be that, bro. If he go there, we ain't gotta go there.
Okay, all right. You know, well,
We're not saying it's fake. We're just
bomb first.
Tupac.
Hey, Reggie, we bombing first.
Yeah.
100 times.
Yeah.
We bombing first. God damn it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I got
You don't want to disrespect Academic Channel because you know how we get.
Man, ain't no disrespect. This is a
It go down here,
disrespectful
too.
channel if you get disrespectful.
Okay. I would just ask him to show us one picture of him in the chain that he sold. Just show us one. Just show us one. John, start sending me pictures that you have. Okay.
Oh man, I'm hoping my boy Drake didn't get tipped for this.
And that, to be fair too, we're not saying like, oh, it's a fake chain, it's not real gold, it's not real diamonds. We're just saying it's not Tupac's. It wasn't one that Tupac wore.
Which is an important distinction, right?
That's all I'm saying.
And I wish I could really tell you how I know, but I know it ain't his. I know when I wish it, but that's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man. All right, I'm gonna reach out and hopefully they can tell me something that's enlightening, or you'll tell me, man, Drake returned the damn chain because y'all niggas said that.
Oh man. All right. Well.
All right. Anyway,
brother, we ain't trying to hate on this business, but hey, it is what it is.
Anyway, everybody who's listening to me, please go. I'll put it up on screen now. You guys got to go check out Reggie Wright over at Bomb First. They make amazing content. They talk about most topics. Like I usually click on their channel when I'm hearing, especially anything that got to do with West Coast shit or anything to do with, you know, Tupac or anybody who's a legend from the West Coast, because they usually give a great insight, and also people that was actually around. You know what I mean? It's one thing hearing from people that weren't there, and it's another thing hearing them from as close as a source you're gonna be able to get anything from. Reggie, you gotta make up with Suge though, man. You gotta make up with Suge. You gotta make up with Suge, man. I've been seeing y'all going back and forth. Trust me, I see everything.
Yeah. Suge's an angry black man right now. Tell him where he gotta be.
Chat, Bomb First, they got 156,000 subscribers. Go check them out. And yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Respect. Thanks, Wack.
All right, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, we'll hit you.
Shout out to the chat.
Definitely. Appreciate you. All right, that was good. Man, I was hoping I was gonna hear like something else. Damn. I gotta use my Drake fan mind right now. Well, to be fair, to be fair, Drake never said nothing. He just posted a chain. yo, Drake fans, we're going with that one right now. Fuck that. Fuck what they talking about. That's to be fair, Drake never said nothing. He just posted a chain. Okay, he never said nothing. He just posted a chain. He just did. He just posted a chain. Like, he didn't say nothing. He tagged the guy. I'm going to hit that guy. I'm going to DM him right now. I need this guy to come on here. You sold my boy a fake. Let me hit him. I'm going to ask him if I could call him. All right. Hey. Okay. I just hit him right now. I'm going to see if I could get him on here, because we got to figure out why did he sell a fraudulent chain to Aubrey. By the way, let me see this. Chat. Did my braid wig theory come through with Drake? Drake was spotted out in Copenhagen, by the way, which actually makes sense after he posted the story. He says Copenhagen night 1, let's go. I keep telling you, chat, Drake is on tour permanently now. Like Drake is going to be performing. You remember there was a couple years Drake did not go international. They're sending Drake to everywhere that will pay $10 million or $15 million, however much money they could extract out of an economy. They're sending Drake to Denmark. We're going to Denmark tonight. Like, the next place we're going to hear We're in New Zealand again. Where else? The next place Drake gonna be like, yo, Ukraine, here we come. Ireland. You know what I mean? Like, Drake everywhere, bro. He everywhere. Come back to the U.S., Drake. Come back to the U.S. Anyway, all right.